Hey, my self-employeds, it's getting towards the end of the year. Maybe it's time to start thinking about cleaning up your QuickBooks. Let's talk about some intro ways to take care of that. Hello, my self-employed friends. I am Alison Eddings. I am a CPA in private tax practice. And you might be wondering, why is a tax accountant doing a QuickBooks video? Well, a vast majority of my clients are small business owners. In fact, when I opened my practice in 2004, I went to just this big, residential rezoned commercial area in my town that just had all these wonderful businesses, wonderful small businesses I loved, and just knocked on doors and started my business that way. And so I cater primarily to small business owners who are not so big that they have a full-time accountant on staff. I feel that need for a lot of them. And if you need help with that, feel free to reach out to my office. We'll get something set up. But for those of you guys, and you don't have to be my client to watch this video, obviously, but for those of you small business owners who are doing a great job, you're just killing it in your business, and you're busy, and you're thriving, and that's wonderful. Guess what? Your records might not be in really great shape. And I know that happens. I'm a small business owner too. I help you guys, but I also have my own practice. And so sometimes my books are not the prettiest either. So I can relate, but I'm just here to give you a reminder. I had on my calendar this year that I wanted to shoot a video every month for small business owners to do reminders for them what you need to be working on your QuickBooks right now. And that did not happen because, like a lot of you guys, working hard is working hard. So here's one to help you stay on target with getting your work done, so that your accountant hopefully can help you do some tax minimization strategizing before the end of the year. Because honestly, if you don't have a tight set of books, there's not a lot we can do because we don't know where the target is. We got to see where that goal is. And that really is dependent on your accounting books and records. Really, really excited about this video because I'm figuring out how to use the video editing software so I can put in little snippets here and there of pictures, and it's just so exciting. So let's start with your QuickBooks Online. And yeah, I don't love QuickBooks. It's a personal thing. But you know what? It's a lot less clicky than a lot of free software. So it's the gold standard. It's really, there's not a whole lot of competition out there. There's some other people that have products that compete, but either they're more expensive or they require more labor on your part. It's just a good piece of software. So let's start by importing your transactions. Now, ideally, small business owner, you have a corporate account that only your business accounting runs through, right? You only use it for business transactions. And if you have a credit card, you've got that linked in your QuickBooks. You've got your corporate bank account linked in your QuickBooks. You've got your corporate savings account linked in your QuickBooks. And yes, you need a corporate savings account. Don't tell me you're spending all your money every month. You need to slide some over. So we'll go over and we will import those transactions by clicking that little circle-y thing that says import, and we'll wait a minute. If you've had some updates, if you've got a remap, if you're not linked anymore, if the password changed, just follow the instructions that QuickBooks gives you there. They say, oh, there's a problem. Click here to fix it. And they'll walk you through how to fix it. Sorry, I was really distracted by some amazing, gorgeous foliage out there. Maybe I'll take a picture and drop that in here. So do that import. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a look at those transactions. Now notice those transactions might already have a category assigned with them, but that might not be right. A lot of that is based on NAICS codes, which you as a small business owner, if you take, if you accept credit cards or debit cards, when you signed up with your merchant services account, you were required to give them a NAICS code. And if you got that wrong, then this is going to pull into QuickBooks kind of funky sometimes too. Like, I have one client that always, when he goes to this particular gas station, it pulls in as dry cleaning. Yeah, But I knew that was a NASIX thing because I had another client go to the same gas station. It pulled his dry cleaning on him too. So feel free, change that. Just because it pops up and it says that the BP is dry cleaning doesn't mean that you can't click on that down arrow and choose fuel if the fuel account is what you use, or choose gas if the gas account is what you use. So go through and accept all of those transactions so that they get posted to your trial balance, because having them pulled in is not enough. You have to post them. And I will take a minute to let you know, if you haven't been out to your QuickBooks in a while and you pull in your transactions, you might be missing a lot. It's September now. If you haven't done this since December of last year or January, depending on your bank, you might not get all your transactions. So we're going to need to look for that. So it's important that you do this now, and you pop out to your QuickBooks, just put it on your calendar. Whatever your slow day of the month is, put that on your calendar as a recurring appointment to just go pull the transactions, because all you got to do is import, and at least you've got them there. And then you don't have to key stuff, because if you're missing transactions, you're going to have to do some keying. So we've imported, we've accepted, and now we're going to go to the register and we're going to take a look, because when we go to the register, you have that button right there that says Reconcile. You're going to reconcile your bank accounts. Why do you need to reconcile your bank accounts? Let me tell you. We don't know that you've gotten everything in from your bank if you don't reconcile. So this is going to tell us if you're missing transactions. If you go and you see here on mine that it says last reconciled, I can't remember if I change screens, I'm not going to be able to, it stops the video, so I can't look, but I think it says last reconciled like in June or something. So it's been 3 months since I've reconciled. But if yours says last reconciled 2019, oh buddy, you need to pull your bank statements and reconcile and make sure that you've got all those transactions in there, because we can't know for sure if you've got all your expenses in there from January and February and March, and that's important. My average taxpayer who is self-employed saves 42 cents for every dollar spent on their business in tax, just tax. Because when you look at that 15% FICA, your state rate, and your incremental tax rate, you're looking at 42% sometimes. So you want to capture every single expense there. And so we're going to look for missing transactions. They're going to be big batches is what I want you to look for right now. If you see, I don't see anything in February at all, well, that's a problem. But you're primarily going to find that by reconciling those old bank statements. So go in and reconcile everything up to when you start seeing missing transactions. And then, yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to key those transactions historically. So when you've figured out where the gap is, then I want you to take a look at that next bank statement. And QuickBooks links to some bank accounts, not all of them. So you might just have to either, if your bank is still mailing them to you, or you can pull them online, you would take a look at your bank statement and then look at your bank register. I should go back to that slide that shows where your bank register is and see where the gap is and go, okay, and then just circle. Put a big circle on your bank statement around the ones that you need to key, so you know when to stop and not duplicate, because it's not going to be nice and neat first of the month, last of the month. It's going to be in the middle of the month or middle of another month. So you know which ones to key. So those will not be imported through QuickBooks. You might be able to get an export from your bank, but odds are that if it won't sync with QuickBooks, you're not going to be able, they won't go far enough back either for that. So you're going to have to manually key those. But at least you've got those transactions in, and you can rest easy knowing that as your CPA wants to do tax planning with you, that you've got the right information so that you can minimize your tax burden. Super important stuff here. So, but if you do need help with bookkeeping, we do bookkeeping for our tax clients. So feel free to reach out to us. It is definitely, I would say, much easier to have somebody who does it all the time do it than it is for you to do it yourself. I, can't tell you how hard it is. I still do my own marketing. I know it would be easier if I just had somebody do it for me. I haven't let go of the reins yet. I really should. I've been doing this a long time. I need to let go of those reins. There's some things I let go of. But usually you end up making more money spending time on the things that you're gifted in. And if you really want to invest your time wisely, doing what you're good at is much better than asking somebody else. Or am I saying that right? Spending your time on what you're good at as opposed to trying to do what you're not good at, it ends up saving money. Hence why I use Instacart all the time. I can work while they do my grocery shopping. Same idea. So if this video was useful, helpful, interesting, funny, whatever, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe so this content gets pushed out to more. The more subscribers I have, the more YouTube recognizes that this is a worthwhile video to share with people. So have a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.